What made you never want to rescue a dog again? My dad came home from his walk sobbing while carrying his seizure alert dog Max in his arms. Just minutes ago, while Dad was busy reading the newspaper like he did every morning, some 5-year-old walked by and shared his chocolate bar with Max. By the time Dad heard the whimpering and found the wrapper, it was too late. The emergency vet tried everything, but the poisoning was severe. Max slowly died in Dad's arms while he apologized over and over, saying, "It's all my fault. I should have been watching. I'm so sorry, Max, my good sweet boy." Dad didn't take things well after burying his best friend. He fell quiet and refused to eat a single meal. We all felt terrible and decided to adopt a rescue German Shepherd similar to Max. Dad was surprised, almost himself again, and spent hours training him until 3 weeks later he returned it. It honestly confused the entire family, especially when his next move was buying another puppy directly from Max's breeder. Mom tried to support him, saying that loss hits everyone differently. But 2 months later, Dad came home devastated, saying the puppy went missing during their walk. So he brought in another dog. This time, the dog supposedly escaped through an accidentally left open gate. Then the fourth one got sick suddenly and had to be put down. The pattern soon became very clear. It was either a really sickening joke by God or something else was going on. So Mom made things clear that she doesn't want any more dogs in the house, saying, "This is getting strange and I'm honestly frightened." But Dad got defensive. "What's strange is the way you're acting. You know I have seizures. You know I need a dog." But Mom refused to budge, and 3 days later, Dad ended up having a massive seizure when no one was home with him, breaking 2 ribs after hitting the side of the coffee table. Mom looked absolutely guilty in the hospital and reluctantly agreed to just one more dog. But the pattern started up again with new excuses each time. Months passed, and we lost count of how many dogs came and went. One day, we came home early from classes and found Dad yanking the newest dog's tail hard, yelling, "You're supposed to sense it." Max always knew. The dog whimpered and cowered in the corner. "Why won't you be him?" I jumped in to stop Dad from hurting the dog further. "Stop it, Dad," he mocked me, repeating my words childishly. "Go ahead, take that failure away, like I care." He groaned and walked off. After that, I kept a closer eye on Dad, thinking that if he could hurt one dog, what happened to the rest? The answer soon came when I followed Dad go on his walk and traced him to our backyard. He looked left and right before heading into a small part that wasn't quite visible from our windows. I watched in horror as he forced a German Shepherd puppy's head underwater in the kiddie pool, holding it down until it went limp. Dad sighed, saying in a disappointed tone, "Another failure." He dragged the dog over to an open hole and threw it in before walking away. When I was sure everything was clear, I approached the ditch and fell back from the sight. A huge pile of all the old dogs filled the ditch up to the brim. I screamed just as Dad came back with a shovel in hand. He smiled, handing the shovel to me. "Oh, good. I was just about to call you for help." The casualness in his voice made my skin crawl, because this was my father talking about burying murdered dogs like we were planting tulips. I shouted at him, What is this, Dad? What did you do to them?" He shrugged and took the shovel back, filling the ditch up with dirt. "They're all failures. None of them were like Max. None." Dad's face had the same peaceful expression he wore during Sunday dinners, not the face of someone standing over a mass grave. I grabbed onto Dad's shirt, shaking him out of anger. "Of course not. They're not Max because he's dead. He's gone, Dad." That's when he dropped the shovel and hopped into the shed, dragging out a large garbage bag. "How can he be dead if he's right here?" I watched him dump Max's excavated skeletal remains near my feet, and Dad was cradling those same bones like he did the day Max ate the chocolates and add, "But you're right. Nothing will ever be Max, so why pretend?" He started gently cleaning the bones with his sleeve, whistling while he focused on cleaning Max. He propped the skeleton up against the shelf and smiled. "Stay, good boy." I backed away slowly before sprinting inside and locking the door before calling 911. The police found 31 dogs buried in our backyard. They arrested Dad and helped us rebury Max's skeleton.